Yow! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to X Television Dota. I am your host, eXtine, and we got some awesome MLG action for you tonight. This is from the fall season, which was a group play format between 8 teams. And the top 4 of these teams are going to qualify for the MLG Fall Invitational at Full Sail, which is happening on October 18th. And the top team is going to get $10,000, while the second place team will be splitting $5,000. So a nice chunk of change. Each team in this 8-group pool will be playing each other twice, once on Dire, once on Radiant. And our teams for you today are Pretty Boy Swag versus Stay Free. Now, we'll go down the rosters fully once we get into the game. And these guys have selected their heroes, already kind of skipping past the captain's mode that did happen here. MLG also has some more Dota heading our way with the MLG Championship in Columbus, Ohio, November 22nd through the 24th. Let's take a look at, see where everybody is lined up. Slice'll over on the IO, Cakes on Bounty Hunter, Countdown on Chaos Knight, Ryu on Shadow Fiend, I Am Sheep on Chen, and over on the Dire side, we have Trolf on Enigma, Corey on Lifestealer, Enzo on Timbersaw, Jabano on Rubik, and Zai on Darkseer. So good compositions on both sides. Wisp and CK, a very classic combo. So look for them to be very dangerous. Wisp relocating CK all over the place. Shadow Walk already out here by Cakes, and they're definitely going deep into the Dire jungle. But on the other side of the map, well, same thing happening. So we'll see if we get some wards placed out here. Rubik definitely going for the camp block over here, while also on Dire side, we're having some wards being dropped down as well to deal with things over here. So teams rotating back to the middle lane. Lot done here before the gong has even sounded. And teams now probably going to rotate into their lanes. Now, I am solo casting here, so excuse me if I get quiet every once in a while. Dota, quite a lot going on, and, you know, you can only talk so much. The Lifestealer, Corey rotating up top here, and Cakes very smartly kind of figures what's up, pops his Shadow Walk, and that's going to run out pretty soon here. Sees Rubik, and he's getting nice and cozy with him. Oh, could almost do a body block here. He does, indeed. Lifestealer probably going to come back down here. The telekinesis, though, throws Bounty Hunter down to the lower levels. Says, get out of here, man. And it looks like we're going to have a tri-lane on bottom for the Radiant. Darkseer going to be up against that, but with his Ion Shell, should be fairly obnoxious, should be able to deal with things nicely. Now, Chen discovering that, in fact, that camp it has been blocked. Not going to be able to get any creeps over there. He's instead going to go for getting the Centaur Warlord, or Conqueror, excuse me, over here. My cat getting in my way. She's just trying to figure it out. Get off the mouse pad, kitty. That's not for you. It's for me. Anyways, we got Lifestealer up here facing off against the Bounty Hunter, who is flying solo. Enigma looks like he might have tried to get in here. Of course, he's got the demonic conversion, gets those little mini versions of himself. And Open Wounds goes down, doing a lot of damage to Cakes. The ward down here as well, so going to be able to spawn him out for a certain amount of time. But Cakes gets away, pops the salve, and eating some trees. Gotta stay healthy, brah. And then he's going to be able to just skeleton walk out of there. So he's going to be safe, nice and comfy. Check how middle lane's going. You got Timbersaw up against Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend, only 4 souls right now. 3 from creeps from the Dire side, 1 from his own. And Timbersaw doing pretty well on this matchup right now, 8-2. Already ran through a lot of his regen, or he just didn't buy it. But he does have the reactive armor up now. And Shadow Fiend starting to get rolling a little bit more. But he is, well, now he's tied on levels. So there you go. Timbersaw did just get his bottle. So I guess that's where his cash went. No regen items to start with. Chaos Knight down on the bottom, doing fine. Obviously, beginning stages of this game, we'll have to see how the farm rolls out and how these teams start to rotate to deal with each other. The Radiant supports definitely just trying to work the jungle, get as much extra experience and cash as they can, while Darkseer doing a good job here on solo bot lane, just kind of, you know, being a hassle, a nuisance, and making Chaos Knight work harder for it. Over on the top, you do have the Dire pushing pretty hard here. They got all these Enigma creeps pushing the lane, and of course, Bounty Hunter, though, with his Skeleton Walk, going to be able to just kind of hang out underneath his tower, not be too scared of what's going on. Picks up a creep kill there where he can. Enigma's going to chase him off a little bit. Does have the Malefice leveled up as his level 2. Probably pretty standard stuff. But if using his demonic conversions, doesn't have a whole lot of mana left. And Cake's still just lurking here. I don't know if he's going to go for a deny or just trying to... Yeah, it looks like he's going to mess with Rubik here. Rubik, oh, 22 health, 9 health. Taken down. So, going to lose the tower here, most likely. But Cakes does get the kill still. Actually fighting off this tower. I spoke a little bit early. I try not to do that in Dota, even when sometimes there seems like there's inevitabilities. Cake's gonna, of course, maybe still get a deny here on the tower, and no, he does not. Though Lifestealer does get the tower kill there. Looks like in the meantime, though, I had to check the feed because I looked up, I saw the score, I was like, whoa, 2-0. And it looks like Chaos Knight able to get a kill on Darkseer. Darkseer is going to pick up his Soul Ring and TP back, however. Lifestealer, Phase Boots, and things going pretty well for him. Shadow Fiend also, things turning around a little bit more for him. He's now up to 19 creep score, excuse me. So that's a bonus. Good to see things rolling along for him. Shadow Fiend definitely needs good creep skill, creep score. There we go again in the early game in order to get those souls and pick up the momentum that he needs. Wisp here throwing out the spirits, chasing off Darkseer. Should be able to get this tower fairly quickly. They have Chen with him as well, but Chen not really with a whole lot of creeps. Doesn't have that big Chen army yet. Some of those spawn camp our camp spawns being blocked early game, definitely slowing him down a bit, but they've cleared out those sentries, or sorry, the wards, and aren't having a problem there anymore. Of course, this ward about to expire, but has still been blocking some spawns for Enigma, slowing down his farm as well. Check the hero levels real quick. Still pretty even, you know, a couple of kills going around, but hasn't been a whole lot of action yet. Timbersaw doing a good job getting some spam damage out there. Such a great burst damager, Timbersaw, especially once you get that chakram. Definitely enables you to spit out some damage a little bit more. Cut those trees down. Bounty Hunter, working that invis, just hit level 6. Gets the track, awesome skill. I'm going to throw that down on Rubik. And yeah, Telekinesis obviously going to help protect Rubik. Enigma coming in, and Lifestealer, yeah, is rotating as well. Bounty Hunter still really wants to get this kill here, especially with that track, that extra gold, very nice. But he's not going to mess with the towers. Says, yeah, probably not going to work out. See if maybe he can find Enigma here. No, he's just going to keep rotating around. And Invis Room picked up by Timbersaw. So maybe a gank going on here. Vacuum attempted, I think, to try to drag out Io. Good escape, though. Wow. The large Satyr almost got the kill on Io. Of course, if that was a neutral deny, wouldn't have been as big of a loss. But better yet, he got away. So things going okay for Radiant here on the bottom lane. Let me pull up my levels. There we go. You see the level graph, not too illustrated for us right now. Last hits as well, still kind of fairly even. Tough to see what's going on. Still a very open game. Bounty Hunter trying his best to get away here. Almost has that mana for the Shadow Walk, just a few away, but not enough stuns available for the Dire side here to try and stop him. Lifestealers just doing dandy up top, 45-19. Very nice score. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend ducking off a little bit to deal with some camps. He's going to Bottle Crow here in a second after he uses up those charges and gets even more charges for his bottle. So far, it seems like Timbersaw's been doing a good job of controlling the runes. I haven't caught all of them, but I definitely saw him picking up a couple of those. And Chaos Knight still, getting rolling. Chaos Knight doesn't have a whole lot of impact earlier in the game, but can definitely pick it up later. So the smoke went out on Bounty Hunter. It looks like Bounty Hunter did get a kill on Rubik a little bit earlier, but Corey was able to finish him off with those open runes and the use of the smoke as well. Smoke might have been on Rubik. Actually, Dust of Appearance, getting my items reversed there. Dust of Appearance makes things appear, and what is it? Smoke of Deceit adds to the deceitful nature of heroes running around the map. So, good to have that counter vision up against Bounty Hunter. Definitely need to do something there in order to deal with him and his attempts to just kind of run around and be a nuisance in the dire jungle. Slow down the game as much as he can. Now we can see on the hero level, starting to see a little bit of a difference with things more so going for the dire. Timbersaw does the chain across. Shadow Fiend pretty banged up, but he's got bottle charges and not in a bad place. He's got that Ogre Club, so probably going for BKB quickly here. Still taking a lot of damage. Oh man, Timbersaw doing good work there. But not able to really knock Shadow Fiend down as low as he needed to. Has the haste rune just running out. And over on bottom lane, looks like they're maybe positioning themselves to push once again here. Try to knock down this bottom tower, but Darkseer's really been doing a great job stuffing things here on the bottom. Oh, the early black hole goes out to take care of Bounty Hunter. Definitely get your kills on him where you can, slow him down. And let's take a look at our graphs real quick. As we actually also pull over here to make sure that we don't miss Darkseer getting killed. But gold definitely going in the direction of Pretty Boy Swag, while experience pretty much even. No point in calling it anything else. Enigma going to pick up the regeneration rune and use it right away. We have a TP going back here. Looks like they're going to try to fight this down on the bottom. Wow, a lot of TPs coming in. Regular Observer Ward's going to see everybody flooding in, though. And the open wound slowing down Io. Io with that tethered chin. And going to get sent back as well. So, sent out to safety. But Bounty Hunter down. And a lot of action going down here. Rubik with the death. Timbersaw running in. See if he can get over here towards CK to get some damage done. The ultimate out by Shadow Fiend. A lot of hurt players for the dire side. Timbersaw is going to be pulled back in and stunned, so he gets taken down. And it turns into a 2-for-1. Shadow Fiend also looking for more blood, which would push this fight further in the advantage of the Radiant side. Now, Chaos Knight, great skill use there. Jumps in on Darkseer. Shadow Fiend, can he do anything about the stun Enigma? No, but Chaos Knight so low health, he doesn't care. He's going to come back in for the fight. And the spirits from Wisp get the kill. So it turns into an even bigger fight win for Pretty Boy Swag, swagging it up. Wisp going to do the teleport. They're going to go back home, take care of business, get all healed up. And that's, some of the razor edge closeness of Dota, where you can have these players so close to dying, but, if you know that you can get the kills there, if you know that you can win the fight, then you just got to stay in there and go nutty. That's where you can pick up a lot of those extra kills, and oh man, now CK really starting to tear things up. Wisp goes down as well. Can CK get a frag on Lifestealer? I don't know, but with the rest of his teammates coming in, at least Bounty Hunter in here as well, that's going to make things a little bit easier. We do have 3 here for the dire side as Darkseer makes his return. Lifestealer, about half health, also gets tracked, but as his name implies, he should just be able to get some hits on some creep and get a lot of that health back. CK is just kind of positioning.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As Radiant's middle tower getting pushed a little bit by Timbersaw. Let's check our last hits. Nothing too telling there. Definitely the hero deaths, the most important factor in this game right now. Yeah, net worth, not really too telling on some of these graphs. Experience definitely bouncing around. Look at that. It's Pretty Boy swag, able to pick up a lot with those frags. Now they're going to pick up a little bit more, continuing the swag as Rubik goes down first. Now a huge amount of damage going down. Chen gets killed. Chaos Knight IO still doing good work. Darkseer with the track on him. Timbersaw chasing out Wisp. Chakram cutting down some trees. And good damage to Wisp. He goes down. Lifestealer, there we go. Now the ultimate comes out from Chaos Knight. And he gets taken out by Timbersaw. So a lot of times you'll see Chaos Knights hold on to that ultimate, the Phantasm, for a while. Just because, you know, once you hit 2 levels in that Phantasm and you get the 2 illusions coming out, it's a bit better. You know, you can start getting your Chaos Strike, that critical damage, a little bit earlier. But that Phantasm also almost helped him escape there. So, you know, that's, I don't know if he just quickly threw a level in there or if he actually had that all lined up already. In the meantime, while I'm yammering about ultimates, we did have Shadow Fiend and Timbersaw trading kills. Chaos Knight up top now with Wisp, but Wisp is just going to get crushed here. Darkseer not going to go down to Chaos Knight. The Surge on Lifestealer. He's got not enough mana for open wounds, which is the most fantastic skill for slowing people down. And Chaos Knight pretty much screwed. He goes down to Lifestealer. And yeah, I think that was just a jump up there. They're trying to make something happen, but got a little bit overconfident. The swag working against them there. And they lose a couple players. Enigma down here gets chased off by the Chen creeps. And, excuse me, bad mini-map clicking. Shadow Fiend trying to work mid lane alone. Lifestealer coming around the sides here. He's pushed this lane out nicely, but just going to let the creep do his work and see what Radiant throws out to counter. Meantime, Timbersaw down here. He's got great escapability with his Timber Chain, but still the track out and is taking some good damage from Bounty Hunter. He's got plenty of mana though. Still should be able to Timber Chain away. It's just tough to kill that Timbersaw with that much escapability. Reactive Armor, obviously a pretty helpful skill as well, just to keep Timber nice and healthy. I'm going to use another bottle as well, and no, doesn't crow it out, just gets his point booster. So, I think he's probably going for that Bloodstone, pretty standard item for almost everybody that ever plays Timbersaw. Everybody goes for Bloodstone. But he did pick up the Cloak as well to get a little bit of spell resistance. That was probably to help him out against Shadow Fiend primarily. A couple other spells being floated around, but Shadow Fiend's raises do great work. So it looks like the Wisp gank up here did pick up a Darkseer kill. I was too busy staring at people's items to catch that one. My apologies. Bounty Hunter now getting kind of forced back from the Lifestealer TP. Does throw out a track on him. Lifestealer going for that Basher most likely. Oh, huge damage coming down on Rubik. Shadow Fiend gets the kill credit. And Timbersaw able to pick up the top rune, which will be helpful. But they're still going to lose the middle tower here. At the same time as well, we do have Chaos Knight and Wisp going for that top tower. They do get the kill, but can they get out is the question. Well, Chaos Knight maybe, but Wisp certainly not. Excuse me, IO. Always try to call the heroes from their accurate names. Ooh, no, the black hole comes out. Cancels the TP, and you know, that's a 200-second cooldown, but an important kill there to slow down Chaos Knight. Now an important fight here as well as Shadow Fiend, but he is going to get sent back by Wisp, by Chen, and Chen very low on health, going to get open wounded by Lifestealer and taken down. See what the courier picks up over at the secret shop. Obviously running over there for somebody. Looks like vitality booster for Timbersaw. So also at the same time, Lifestealer picking up his Basher Certainly a big boost for fights. Anybody who's a right clicker, but with that armlet and that basher, you've got great attack speed and going to be able to make that happen. Looks like now Radiant's middle tower definitely going down. Lifestealer getting the last hit there, and all of the tier 1s down for Radiant. They do have a nice push into the middle lane of the Dire side. But still, this game pretty tight, 15-13. Let's see what the graphs tell us with Stay Free getting ahead in experience, a 5,000 point lead, and creeping away on gold as well. You can see it almost got back to 1,000, but in the meantime, Timbersaw. Oh, okay, looks like we're getting frags over here on the right side. Excuse me for missing those. We did pick up 2 more though. That IO-CK combo. And they're jumping and bouncing around the map, but they also died quite a few times. Checking the deaths on CK4 and 6 for Wisp. Meanwhile, Rubik, the only real player over for the Dire side with a large number of deaths, 7. So, you know, the deaths that are happening for Stay Free are having less of an impact. You know, Rubik, with his spell stealing, he doesn't necessarily need a ton of levels. He also doesn't need a ton of cash. So, you know, all those things that he's missed out on, he's also just picked up his some wards. All those things that he's missing out on aren't that big of a deal. But, you know, if your CK and your IO are getting killed, particularly more so with the CK, that's going to slow things down quite a bit. Timbersaw gets the chain in there. Oh, throwing a ton of damage out towards Wisp. Then gets force-staffed by, Darkseer coming in to assist him. Shadow Fiend banging away at Darkseer. A lot of good damage out there, and those spirits from Wisp, very nice. A track now on Rubik. Well, Rubik has died a lot of times, and a lot of those times have been with a track on his head. Darkseer now, that was a very nice relocate by Wisp and CK. Just cutting off Darkseer, making sure to get the kill there. But again, as I was talking about with frags a little bit, most of them going on players that don't matter so much for Stay Free. We're slowing down the Darkseer with him having 4 deaths, but it's not as big of a deal. Radiant trying to take Roshan here. Dire wants to fight. CK up to the higher ground, and the black hole goes down, but really only catches Shadow Fiend. I'm not sure actually if that did catch him because he was BKB'd. Enigma is tracked as well, so he's very low on health. Timbersaw going to be able to barely sneak away there, but the Radiant doing a great job here. As now Shadow Fiend, he's just going to pick up that, Lifestealer, excuse me, going to pick up that invisibility ward and very low health. Invisibility rune, and he's just going to get killed though. The ward was there as well, so that invisibility did not last, did not work out. Some buybacks coming by. I believe that Timbersaw bought back as well. Now Shadow Fiend in some trouble here, as you can see, they got some trees around this area. Shadow Fiend's going to be in trouble. Spotted out. There's really nothing he can do there. And there he goes. So a very weak Roshan going to be left for the Dire side. Bounty Hunter here as well. So, you know, we might try to see him steal this. Oh, Wisp coming in. Oh, great job with the distraction. Bounty Hunter does... No, he didn't even pick up the Aegis. Oh, man. What a terrible loss there. I thought he had it. I thought that the Wisp shenanigans, just popping in order to distract, I thought that was enough for Bounty Hunter to get the kill and to get the Aegis. But actually, it turned out that was neither, as Dire got credit for the Roshan kill. And as you can see, the Aegis of the Immortal sitting on Corey Lifestealer for Stay Free. So things starting to look even better for Stay Free. Oh, look at that graph update. Oh, the power of numbers. As Stay Free starting to do a lot better here, feeling more confident. And now they're going to take their first tier too. So if you're going by tower count, things are even, but tower count not always what it's about. Sometimes, you know, if you got a heavy push strat and you've taken a lot of towers, but you're behind on experience and gold, yeah, that's great. But when the towers are even and you're losing pretty hard in the gold and experience graphs, you're losing those games, then you're probably facing an uphill battle to get back into this game here. We'll have to see what Swag can do. I mean, they're going to need more CK Wisp ganks, more of that. That was great. Just keep doing that, as well as Shadow Fiend just continuing to play like a boss. He is doing great in the last hits category. He is getting pretty fat. He's definitely heading towards that Daedalus. Already has the Chrysalis and just needs that recipe. So I believe that's about 500 more gold, if memory serves me correctly. We also had a BKB bought by Chaos Knight, which will help him out when he goes for these ganks. But Chen caught out in this middle lane. The Tether Wisp throws out his spirits. Good damage, but he is stunned for a little bit there, taking a ton of damage. The BKB out by Chaos Knight. Oh, Darkseer, fantastic Force Staff to get away. And Shadow Fiend throws a couple raises out there, but now those raises are on cooldown. He's not going to have as much to work out with here. The Requiem of Souls goes down, and then Enigma, oh my god, fantastic 3-man black hole. Darkseer comes back in, might go down for that. Yep, and Bounty Hunter, that's kind of a consolation frag though, as Pretty Boy Swag lost quite a bit there. Really, Chen is back. The Hand of Gone goes down as well, but that was a 5-man wipe as that started with Chen going down in the lane, and that's what caused that team fight. So a 5-4-3. I'm not entirely sure if Rubik and Timbersaw just totally got crushed in the middle of that fight, but they were able to make the magic work overall as a team. Lifestealer wants to mess with that, but he's diving past a tower into the high ground, and he's going to run away quite smartly. So checking out some of the hero lovers to see Timbersaw with 18, so he's got top levels right now. And then Lifestealer, second place. Darkseer tied with the Shadow Fiend, so levels experience definitely going the way of the dire side. And let's check net worth as well. Shadow Fiend is pretty fat, but Lifestealer right there with him, and Timbersaw in a third place. And picks up the Boots of Travel as well. I like it. Already has his Bloodstone. Boots of Travel, definitely going to give him more maneuverability around the map, allow him to just jump around, push some lanes out, and then escape if anything comes his way. We also see the Assault Cuirass being picked up by Lifestealer, so that's a great item, going to enable him to just hurt people even more, as the anti-armor aspects of that item definitely quite powerful. Additionally, a Hyperstone is one of the components, so you pick up increased attack speed as well. So you right-click even faster. Radiant mostly sticking together. You got Shadow Fiend just trying to farm and get fatter and fatter up here. Has the Daedalus. He's got plenty of possibilities what his next item might be. Sell that magic wand, put something else in its place, and get together and team fight like a boss. Do you have the Smoke of Deceit has gone down here, so let's see what this smoke can get done. Observer Ward not going to see things, as it doesn't work on invisible people. The Age is going to get reclaimed here too, so maybe they are well aware of that. Want to get the fight here. Chen goes down, very quickly dealt with. The Timber Chain does hit through that telekinesis, so no problem there. Track does continue to track and show people that use invisibility, but not really a problem. There's not really any invisible heroes over on the Radiant side. Wisp just barely getting away. Lifestealer getting body blocked by Shadow Fiend, who's now throwing out a ton of damage. That BKB enabling him to stay healthy. Requiem for Souls and raises going down. Lifestealer, the Age is going to be popped there. And good timing on that. That was going to get reclaimed pretty soon. That was Shadow Fiend using a teleport scroll. I was a little confused there since I was staring at Lifestealer, but I guess I still had Lifestealer just staring at Shadow Fiend. Yeah, I'm confused now. I'll just reset. I was staring at Lifestealer while selecting Shadow Fiend, and Shadow Fiend used the town portal scroll to get back to the mid lane to help defend there. Now Lifestealer jumping back up top, going to push that lane out. See items coming out here. Spend that cash. You earn that cash. Now spend it. Darkseer getting that BKB, always a great item. I'm kind of a scrub, so sometimes I pick it up and then I forget to use it. Oh man, that's the worst. You know, so much to do in Dota. That's why I got so much respect for these top level players. And what was the? Oh man, we saw another item coming out there. The Urn of Souls or Shadow for Rubik. Now that picks up souls, basically. That's why I called it the Urn of Souls. But the urn allows you to either use those souls as a damage over time on opponents or as a heal. So definitely a great item to have on a support character. You know, if you're lurking in the wings or the shadows, I guess. Wow, even more BKBs being picked up. If you're lurking in the shadows, you know, and close enough to get credit for those kills, then all of a sudden you become a pretty powerful healing machine. You also get 2 souls for the first kill on that. Lifestealer just barely being able to get away. Requiem of Souls goes down. The Black Hole as well does go through that BKB. Picks up Bounty Hunter. Chaos Knight popping his BKB. And Shadow Fiend staying alive. Fairly low health, down to about 400. Are things turning around here as the BKBs are out? Darkseer in this fight. Lifestealer is still banging away. Does get a kill on Chaos Knight. Shadow Fiend with this buyback is back into this fight. Throws down a ton of damage on Darkseer. The track down as well. I think he just popped a surge there, but he's not going to be able to run fast enough. Shadow Fiend picks up some good kills there. And in the end, it did turn into a better fight for Pretty Boy Swag. Turning their swag on a little bit, at least. As you can see, we do have a dip, a little horseshoe in those graphs. But, you know, is the question, is it going to be enough? Is, you know, Stay Free, are they too far ahead here to deal with this? Now have a Gem of True Sight coming out on Timbersaw, as well as an Abyssal Blade on Lifestealer. So Abyssal Blade, very nice stun. You just pop that out whenever. Oh, a Shuriken Toss, which that was probably Shadow Walk. Would have been a nice pickup. So yeah, Lifestealer just getting fatter and fatter. Abyssal Blade, Armlet, Assault Cuirass. He's got one empty slot as well, so still room to grow as we're only 30 minutes into this game. Roshan respawning in a minute, so one of these teams probably going to jockey for position and try to make that happen. You know, maybe pub teams, you kind of forget when this happens, but pro teams, obviously, if they're at the top of their game, they're marking when those Roshans go down, when it happens. They should have a pretty good idea of when they're going to need to head over there. So definitely both teams jockeying for position. The Dire side certainly want to get the frag here on Roshan, get that Aegis of Immortality. Lifestealer has that empty slot, and that would be the perfect item to go in there. And why not a 1-up? Give me that green mushroom. So we are going to see a fight here, definitely in no time. I don't think either of these teams is just going to back down and turn away. Bounty Hunter, yeah, okay, he's just coming around this side, trying to see what's up with the Dire side. They don't spot anything yet. That ward's going to be quite nice, but this ward also very helpful. And this Sentry ward going to provide half vision of anybody that's invisible in here. But as I was discussing earlier, you really only have the Smoke of Deceit is the only way that you're going to have any sort of vision. Now, they did see the Dire team walk into the Roshan pit, but not really positioned. They have kind of rotated away. It also kind of depends on how fast this Roshan goes down. Yeah, Tornado coming up from the Wild Wing creep. Throwing that in here, and Dire now looks like they're chosen the right time to come in. Roshan still has about a quarter of his health. BKB's being popped all over the place. The Phantasm goes out by CK and then quickly crushed. Nobody dead yet except for Enigma. Shadow Fiend able to get the kill there. Rubik tracked down, so extra gold heading the way of Swag. CK 15, sorry, I don't know why I'm calling out his level. very low. He gets taken down. The Requiem of Souls goes out, but Shadow Fiend going to be crushed. And 3 down for Swag. Oh no, Bounty Hunter with, okay. Curious how exactly they had vision of him. Maybe he was tracked? I don't know. Wish I had a co-caster here to help me illuminate that. But it is just lonely on me, and my eyes can only see so much. But Bounty Hunter cut down there, so Swag losing a ton in that fight. It looked like it could have gone their way. It was very close. But Lifestealer and Enigma contributing to that. And Darkseer Wall, just too much damage going out from the Dire side. Radiant just couldn't hang. Yeah, CK was shut down pretty quickly there in that fight. Shadow Fiend, you know, he had a good impact. Just you know, just can't always win team fights. Stress on team by yourself. So let's take a look at these graphs once again. I'm sure things. Yep, that horseshoeing once again. As we're seeing it not quite back to what. Well, okay, there we go. Just needed it to update a little bit, I guess. Pretty much reset after that last fight, the previous team fight. So lose a team fight, win a team fight. There you go. Now, I think it's just Rubik smoked up here, but he does have a nice vision of what's happening. Looks like we should just get a push here, as Dire, you know, feeling pretty swaggy themselves, as they have this Aegis of Immortal. Nothing that can really stand in their way here. Not really a fight that the Radiant is going to want to take. They don't have Shadow Fiend with them. Of course, he does have that TP scroll, so it's just a matter of when he decides to use it and come back. And looks like they're, I don't know, going to try to go to a fight here. CK does go down to the low ground. The Phantasm's thrown away. This is no, not thrown away. This is an older replay, so that's why we're getting some crazy-ass particles going on here. And Timbersaw chaining up to the top. But Requiem of Souls goes out as well, dealing some pretty decent damage down. Bounty Hunter goes down in the midst of it. Wisp being chased off as well. Shadow Fiend pretty low. Lifestealer hasn't had his Aegis used yet, so he doesn't care. Chen sends Shadow Fiend back to the fountain. That's going to help things out a little bit. Nice 4-second stun on Timbersaw, who's able to creep away. But in the end, Bounty Hunter Wisp down. Shadow Fiend took him a while to regen all of that health he has. And now they're starting to come back out here a little bit, but it is still 5 with Aegis against 3 players. The open wounds on Chaos Knight. Now the vacuum, into the back hole. And Chaos Knight instantly buys back. TP's over, but I'm not quite sure what he's expecting to accomplish. Was a kill on Rubik really worth that? Yeah, I think most economists and Dota fans would disagree, as we just see those graphs take an even sharper dive down. And Pretty Boy Swag not able to turn the swag on with the classic CK Wisp combo. They had their moments. They shined a little bit, but you know, I think that they also probably died too much for CK to get super fat. Really, I mean, look at those items. Yeah, you got a BKB and Treads and Bracer, and there's the GG called out. 36 minutes is what it's going to take for this game. Pretty Boy Swag getting their swag shut down, while Stay Free doing just that, staying free. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We will have Game 2 as well. And I am eXtine. I will see you next time. Peace out.